They're coming to get you, Barbara.
You've got to get out of here before it's too late! For God's sake!
They're coming for me now. And then they'll come for you.
Clowns.
I guess we can do clowns.
Clowns.
And welcome.
Penis. Clowns.
There's so much pus. There's too much pus. There's too much pus.
It's too much pus.
This is Blood, Tits, and Gore presents 2 girls, a guy, and a goddamn clown.
A goddamn killer clown.
Wait, was that too like pop pop pop? Do I need to
It's
back?
pretty loud.
Do I
can turn the gain down a little bit here.
Because I feel like I want to do the
Doppler thing.
I just want to do
Have
that.
it talk and have it be louder and quieter as you go to and from mic.
like we're pretty close to the mic. I feel like.
Yeah. I think you're good.
Yeah. Yes.
I think you're good. It should be just about touching
Tits and Gore.
touching the top. If it's really quiet, it's going to be
Gore presents
Blood, Tits, and Gore presents
2 girls, a guy, and a goddamn clown.
and a gosh darn
And a gosh darn man with some face paint.
man with some face paint.
A
That's
gosh darn man with some face paint. A love for children.
and a love for children.
Love for children.
Each of us watched one movie, at least.
We watched movies for sure.
Watched movies.
Yeah.
Did you see the new It?
I didn't see the new It. You can spoil it galore.
Well, I will tell you this.
spoil-
I will tell you this.
'cause it's-
At one point during the movie, Sam just turned around and looked at me and went, "Oh, we didn't introduce ourselves."
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, we can introduce ourselves. That's fine. We can have a little banter to begin with.
Okay.
They've heard our voices. Now they want to know who we are.
I'm Brooke.
You are Brooke.
I am.
I'm
You're very
Sam.
Brooke. And you're very Sam.
That's me.
And I'm quite Joshua today.
Sam's Pony.
Oh,
Pony.
It's your birthday.
And it is my birthday. Happy.
It's his birthday.
Happy
He's
birthday.
turning 21.
I'm turning 21 plus
Stay
16.
gold, Pony boy.
That's great.
I'm so old.
Wait, I forgot how old you were.
21.
21 plus 16.
I'm not gonna add right now. So
That's somewhere in the 30s. Somewhere in the 30s. Not 40
okay,
yet.
so halfway through the new It, well, kind of at a very very intense point. Sam just like leans over. She just leaned over and looked at me and went, "This is so boring."
Really?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You're like, is it just me or is this boring?
No, I think you heard me wrong.
Well, that's what.
I didn't say it was boring. No, what I remember telling you was that
I
the
still feel like you're too
clown was bordering on an Adam Sandler Waterboy impression.
You did
Because
say
it's
that.
like he has that like shaky, like weird, he was doing a finger thing and his voice, and it took me out of it.
Right. It was like, you put the shampoo on first.
It was, and I was just
And
like,
then the conditioner.
yeah, like he's
I
talking
feel
to
like
the
we need
kids
to
and trying to be
read a
scary,
real
and I was
Poppy.
like, you just have like a
Poppy, right?
Yeah, real puppy.
We're figuring out sound here at 2 girls and a guy and something about horror. So bear with us if it's terrible. What, did mine just drop out completely?
That's
Hello?
what you get.
That's what I get. That's what you get, boy. Oh, I've been adjusting mine, and yours has been maximum this whole time. Say things.
Oh, well, that explains why we've been so
explains it.
fucking loud because
Yeah.
we've been like destroying my eardrum.
And maybe. Oh my God, that's so. I feel like I'm talking dirty to myself.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh. Sorry. All right, that was weird. Okay, now that I know which channel is which, that should probably help. Say something, Brooke.
Something, Brooke.
Okay,
Oh, now
that's
I'm too
real
loud.
quiet.
Now I'm
no,
so
it's quiet.
Yeah, no, I should never be that quiet. It's
You know-
terrifying.
That's better. That seems better.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
better. That's better for sure.
All right, it's very sensitive. It's very small touches you got to do.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what she said.
Ooh, very small, repetitive touches. All right, so It was boring.
Just open that and moving on.
Moving on. I'm looking at my my QX 1204 USB
Which is
manual here for guidance in the podcast.
Which is literally going to tell us everything about clowns. So, watch out.
Watch out.
We're going to be the ones who take them down.
I'm going to turn my phone off because it's probably not ambient noise we want for recording.
Sam and I watched Clown.
Clown. Just Clown?
Yeah, literally just clown. Literally just a clown. And it was by Eli Roth.
I have not seen that.
Yeah, I mean, I hope not many people have.
It was fun. I thought it was
okay. It was kind of fun.
interesting.
It was kind of fun. Okay, it was kind of fun.
It was fun.
It was interesting. It was like almost like body horror in the sense that like this man became one with his suit, his clown suit. One of my favorite. Like how do I not sound racist? There's like one point
By not
where
saying
he's
racist things. That's the easiest
pretty
way.
easy one.
well. He shows up to work and he's like stuck in this fucking clown suit and he has like clown makeup on, which is just becoming one with his skin. And he shows up and he's like, "Hey, it's me. I'm the don't steal my wine."
I'm not stealing your wine. I don't even drink. You know that. I'm just putting your nappy down and putting the wine back on it.
Thank you.
So it's comfortable.
Well, he shows up and he's like, we've got to change the carpets. We've got to do all these things because we're gonna sell this house. And the people are like, "Who are you?" But it's just the way he says it. I have to say it. Okay, so like he gets there and he's like, "It's me, the realtor," and the guy's like, "But why are you wearing the clown suit?"
That's how he says it?
Yeah.
Why are you wearing the clown suit? Like he's...
Yeah.
No, the other guy
Oh,
says
it's an
it to him.
affectation, like a really Latin affectation?
Oh, yeah. No, because they're like Hispanic workers who are waiting to like do construction and shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he's like, "Well then, why are you wearing a clown suit?" And I was just like, "Yeah, fuck yeah. Why are you wearing a clown suit?"
Well, it was strange too because
It was okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, I remember the box to this.
Yeah, if I found that clown suit in a box, I'd be like, I wouldn't have even known it was a fucking clown suit.
I know it didn't look. It was just like a weird stitched together leather thing. But
And
like
he
he put
didn't
it
even
on
really
because
put
the
makeup
kid
on.
did the kid's clown cancel? He had a young son who was gonna have a birthday who wanted a clown.
I don't know. How
the
hard is
clown
it to find a clown suit,
fell
before
through.
last year?
Yeah.
How hard
Which
was
is
it to find a
a
clown suit
real
last year?
thing.
No, before last year, before people started
Like the clown?
attacking
Oh.
people dressed in clown suits.
Well, no one
Clowns of
attacked
America.
anyone, did they?
Well,
They're just
I mean,
lurking.
they
Just
made
like
it.
standing there in
Well,
the
and some
distance.
people would like chase people. And
They
then
said they were
just,
claims
like-
of trying to lure children into the forest, which feels like an embellishment to me, but also
They were probably trying to look like they were luring children.
yeah. And then people were like,
I
"Just
have
fucking
never
I
been
feel
lured
like
into a
actual
forest before.
child molesters are more low key.
Yeah,
That's one of
not
my
like, "Let me
favorite
dress
jokes about
loudly."
the clown who like goes into the forest but he leaves alone. You know that joke?
What?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait,
Leaves
what is the
alone?
joke?
No, the joke like oh no, that was a different one. That was like
I know there's a into
no,
the forest.
there's a clown. That's like something about a stepdad. I want to say, but no, the other one is like something about a clown, like a clown wiping the blood off of his clown suit or something.
I've got to
You
Google some.
totally know what it is because there was a time where you were not woke, Josh.
There was a time I was very not woke. We've all, I definitely pulled myself.
And I'm very
Up
much
by
woke,
my-
but I signed a deal with Satan to where
Uh-huh.
I have to still be evil
Oh, I know.
for a while.
For a while. You just need some
What are you
more
doing?
colorful friends.
Well, the dad, saves the day at the last minute, finds his clown suit in the fucking basement or something, and he's like,
no.
Where's the clown suit?
It's in. Oh, I almost did the clapping thing. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. So no, it's in the some area like a basement of the house
he's
that he's
working on.
to
Okay.
sell.
Okay, so he's flipping
So-
houses. And he
yeah.
found
Well,
some-
he's like a realtor, and he
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
takes a shitty.
Buys a
I mean, I
house
guess
and
it's not
flips
flipping
it.
houses. Well, kind of.
Oh, it's
But
not.
he's-
It's not hugely
No,
important to the plot. Yeah,
He's a
He's
realtor.
just fine.
you're
in
on
house-
Two Girls, a Guy, and a Realtor.
yeah.
Actually, it is
We're gonna
kind
get into the
of
finer
it is
details of
kind
his
of
career.
important that he's a realtor because
something to do
at
with-
one point the wife goes to try to find him, and she's like, "Give me a list of all of his realties or like properties."
Oh, his properties, yeah.
And they give him the list, and she goes to every single one until she finds him.
She finds
Okay.
the murdery clown person.
Well,
Who
what
had just
happens?
eaten some.
Okay.
Oh my god!
So,
when that,
but
when
we
that-
we haven't even gone over what the movie is
yeah,
about.
yeah. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's do a basic plot.
Okay.
Whatever.
So yeah, the dad finds a clown suit, puts it on to perform for the kid's birthday. Then he like
it's not a clown suit. It's like
it's
Well, it's like a
But there's
it's
a
like
rainbow
Venom
wig.
clown suit, right?
There's like a rainbow
There's like
wig
a rainbow
and a
wig.
thing. But
And
then
a
he wakes up the
nose.
next day and he's like really struggling to get it off. He can't
Yeah.
pull off the nose. The thing's not coming off. The makeup's like barely smudging. And then essentially he like tries to cut it off. And like the wife tries to tear off the nose and she like takes a bunch of his skin with it. So like it's stuck on him. He's freaking the fuck out, trying to figure out what's going on. And then slowly, oh fuck.
don't hit things.
He like
She
he
hates that
finds
microphone.
out he meets this dude who previously wore the clown suit and he finds out the
well,
clown
his brother wore the clown suit, right?
no, his brother saved him from the clown suit.
Oh, by giving him
The
the
five lives
five
of children.
Yeah.
Well, so the clown suit belonged to a
is, like,
clown
involved.
demon, like an Icelandic clown demon. That's not even at all right, but it's something.
Did I make it?
some
loud?
Clown
kind of
demon.
Norse-ish
Yes. And
Nordic.
essentially, you have to
Nordic clown.
like serve the demon by giving him 5 youths.
Which I
Youths.
have
Yeah.
literally no problem
Youths.
with. There's like one
Yeah.
point where this man is like,
He's pretty
freaking-
cool with killing kids.
No, he's
by the end of it.
freaking the fuck out because they just won't stop
Would an
fucking
abortion
talking.
clinic count?
I think
I'm not
they
trying
have
to be
like,
crude, I'm just saying.
like a
Like, cognizant,
sprightly
like, running
child.
around.
Well,
like-
there's
Yeah.
a huge difference between a zygote and a kid.
Let's get into it.
Thank
Let's
you
get
so
into
much
it.
for making that point. And I agree 100%.
This
I
is
was
really
just trying to see
an abortion.
when you
But-
guys thought a
but-
person becomes a
No,
person.
Yeah.
there's one point where he's like freaking out, and his child wants up asking him if he wants some like cereal or candy and a bunch of
That
shit.
was weird. Why? And he was in
This
a
kid
motel-
won't stop fucking
Yeah.
talking, and it's like fucking
get
nails on.
nervous.
It's like nails on a like chalkboard.
Chalkboard.
I almost said a scratch board. Chalkboard like in his head, and I'm like, that's what life is like when I'm around children. So would I kill them and eat them? 5? Just 5?
Just 5.
Yes, I totally would.
To get
that
rid
fucking
of the
clown
suit.
suit.
Yeah, to be able to get it
Yeah.
off. But he's like, there's parts where he's like trying to get it off with an X-Acto knife, and he slips and cuts his shit open.
Oh god!
And then
when
he
he's
uses like
using
a
this,
power
like
fucking
a saw,
saw, like a power thing to, I don't know what
But
tools
he
are.
sticks it
Yeah.
down. He sticks it down like his neck part, and you're just like, yeah.
And he just
You
like
keep
trying
saying
to cut
neck
through
part.
it.
Because you know how they have like those
Like, it's got, like,
what
a
is
frilly-
Oh, the frilly
neck
Collar,
part?
and he tries to do
Stupid
it.
collar
And then
thing.
there's a part because
What happened
eventually,
to his
like,
teeth, for God's sake?
well, his soul starts
They
getting
start falling
darker,
out.
and then the clown spirit is taking over, and he like is succumbing to the shit. But then there's a part where like,
That's
what
a
is he
funny
doing
picture.
with like the power saw?
Is that...
Yeah. Well, then
That's a
then
really
the
funny
wife-
picture,
Then
but-
the wife rips
he-
it off.
Unintentionally.
the wife rips it
Oh,
off,
it's
and
so
then she
gross.
like starts playing with his hair, and she's like, "Honey, did you dye your hair and get a perm?"
It's so great. Yeah. She's like,
Yeah.
did you dye
Oh,
and
God.
perm your hair?
Yeah.
But he's like freaking out the whole time. But I feel okay. So then he like spirals into the dark clown. It starts taking over. Whatever.
Spirals in the dark,
Into
the dark carnival.
The fucking thing, and like he's killing kids left and right.
So it's a...
And
God, what is that terrible clown joke that
I
about
will
like the
look
blood? Look up terrible clown jokes that might get us put on like some type of government watch list.
Clowns are no joke now.
Clowns
But like,
are
here's
no
the thing:
joke.
is like, I feel like he could just go to someone and be like, "What the fuck is happening?" And then they'd be watching him, and he wouldn't have to turn into the dark clown who
Yeah.
like he bites a kid's fingers off, and then he kills the kid. He has got like a power saw and it breaks,
What's that noise?
and
Your computer wants to restart right now because it's Windows.
Tell it
Don't
now.
restart.
part of the saw breaks and shoots through this kid's stomach, and it's
That
kind
was
of
so funny.
that was kind of cool.
I was just like laughing so hard when that happened.
So it's
And then
got...
he just runs away, and then his wife comes and finds him, and they just leave the dead kid in the hotel room and don't tell anyone. It's weird.
They do not leave the dead kid. He
Didn't they?
eats the entire kid. It's just
These are
bones.
basically child molestation
Shit.
jokes, and not that. But they have the protagonist as a clown. What's
Okay.
the worst part
Funny,
about
that's
having
the
sex with
joke.
Oh,
Getting
wiping
the
the
blood
blood
off
off
your
your clown
clown
suit.
suit. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I feel bad about knowing that now.
Yeah.
I didn't
No,
tell
but then
myself
there's
that.
one in the
a
woods.
man told me that. A man, pony.
Classic.
Well, I'm not shocked at that. Yeah, there's a lot to
Yeah.
apologize for
Clowns.
other white males out in the
Well,
world.
you know, when I was actually like looking up research or what
We're not great.
or researching, I was trying to find like killer
What we think we
clowns
are.
or other people who are like clowns who kill.
Clowns who
and
Pogo.
as it turns
AKA
out, they're
John
not
Wayne.
they're not really killers. They're just child pornographers.
That makes sense because it's like you're in the guise of a friendly.
Yeah,
like,
you're
I'm
getting
just
them
here to
close,
hang out.
getting hugs,
Yeah,
getting to touch
hugs and
bathroom
then-
areas,
Yeah.
bikini areas.
Aw.
Yeah,
I didn't do that.
Bikini area.
your special no.
No,
remember-
but that's what's innately terrifying about clowns is because they're just like supposed to be a cheerful, fun thing, and then it's like when
And
they're
then they-
bad,
and then
one
they-
I think
one
the
bad
entire
clown ruins the
concept.
bunch.
Well, I think the entire concept's a little strange. I get
But it's
wanting
like a
to bring
jester,
joy.
like a-
Yeah, but I get wanting to bring joy to people and children, but at a certain age, bringing joy to children becomes strange.
in
Like if
that-
I was
in that
really,
way,
if I was really
yes.
at my age, at my 29 plus 8, if I was 29 plus 8 and I decided to have a career change that involved playing and touching and holding children, primarily.
I don't know that touching is a. Don't you like do magic and like?
You can do
That's
you
a magician.
Yeah, it is a magician. I mean, but I think
Yeah.
clowns can incorporate some
No,
magic
they
parts.
make
Okay.
they make balloon
make
animals.
They're
balloons.
goofy
That's
and
their
silly.
thing. They make balloon animals. They honk
Do a
on
little
the
slapstick.
horns.
Like, well, like, but the clown scare lately is like,
And then touch
the
children
clowns-
behind
the
the-
clowns
behind
of
the shed.
America are hurting because
Because the
their
clowns-
image has been soiled.
Well, you know what? I would entertain
That's a
children
real
if it
thing.
would make
Coalition
them
of
shut
America.
the fuck up.
Huh?
I said I'd entertain children if it would make them shut the fuck up. They're real loud, man.
I like
They're
kids.
real loud.
Yeah.
You would.
Why? Because I'm a friendly.
Because you're a friendly ghost.
I'm a friendly ghost. Ooh,
I
children.
don't know. They're annoying.
I mean, yeah, kids can be annoying pretty quickly, but if you just try to... Did you have a lot of friends as a kid? I feel like you and your sister were a team, but then you probably were just in your
I
own
don't
world.
remember childhood.
I know. I don't know. I'm like thinking like, did I? I don't know.
I got in a lot of trouble all the time.
I had a friend. His name
Behavioral
was
issues.
Roberta, and no one could see him.
His name was.
His name was Roberta. That's...
We talked. Never mind. That's
Oh, about what I want to name animals. I've decided that if I get a dog, I just want to name them the most absurd names. I'm like, this is my dog, Joffrey. And,
Joffrey?
And his girlfriend, Roberta. and Diane.
Roberta. And my mom's Roberta.
Your mom's Roberta?
Oh, yes. You guys keep scratching my face.
Stop scratching your face.
Stop doing that.
I keep.
Hold it.
Oh,
Oh, hey,
I'm
get
paper
it.
thin right now, you guys.
We need to get you a fidget
Look
spinner.
at this.
Oh my god, I saw one of those the
Scratching.
other day and I thought it said fudge spinner and I was like, well, that's a hoot.
I saw a butt plug with a fidget
There's a
spinner.
butt
on it.
plug,
Yeah,
fidget
I saw it
spinner
on
butt plug?
Reddit. It was funny.
It's amazing.
That's like a funny.
That's really
if you're
funny.
into butt plugs, like that's get it.
Yeah.
You know, that's funny.
You just gotta sit real still.
If you're into butt plugs and you're also
Just
fidgety.
wait.
This is
Yeah.
this is what you do when it's spinning.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting here for those who aren't watching.
that's funny.
Yeah, that's
Anyways,
Clowns.
It was fun and it was interesting, and the like by the end the makeup was pretty cool because
Yeah.
he like turned into the evil clown spirit from the cold place.
oh, your audio.
Oh, and then they kill
Don't forget, aim your mouth
Oh,
at the
shit.
mic when you're.
Yeah, I got it.
Can you guys get closer?
Yeah. Well, I was just distracted. I'm at a bad
That's fine.
angle. I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't like a. I wouldn't recommend it to all my friends, but it was
Yeah.
when I was bored
I
and
mean,
I was.
it wasn't a cinematic achievement.
Sure.
Yeah. It lacked a. I mean, it was kind of gory, but I expected more from Eli Roth.
I mean, it wasn't quite as real as. Can we go real life real quick? Real life real quick.
Real life real
like
quick.
when Marlene Warren opened up her door to a clown holding various clown objects like balloons, and then shot her in the fucking face.
That's gnarly.
Here's
That's
my
gnarly.
thing.
Where did this happen? When did this happen?
Wellington, Florida,
Wellington,
in
Florida. Of course, Florida.
1990.
It's
On May
everything
26th,
wild happens there.
at
Florida man
10:45 in the
dressed as
morning.
clown.
Who the fuck answered? I mean, this is 1990. This is
Yeah.
like it time. This is post Killer Clown.
This is why I don't answer my
Well,
door.
1990 is also kind of the height of like who was the clown from Chicago? The Bozo. So I think there was a
love Bozo.
friendlier feeling. I remember as a
I
child.
still would not answer the door if a clown showed up.
I don't answer the
I don't
door
know.
ever.
I know.
I've got issues with that. I hide upstairs. I'm like, I know you can't see me, but I'm gonna hide and be quiet. It speaks to a bigger issue that I have.
It's like this lady once showed up to my door and she was trying to sell me old shampoo bottles, and I was like, I don't know if I can right now. I can't.
I think I'm just not in the market for that at the moment.
As it turns out, I
Try me
already have
next week.
shampoo.
I have new shampoo bottles. Old bottles for new. Maybe you missed out on a fucking gypsy. That sounds like it. Oh, that's a racist. That maybe you missed like.
You're talking about Cher, that song, Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves.
Sure.
Aren't we all just gypsies, tramps, and thieves?
I try to never say that word.
Gypsy?
Sorry, Romany. Yeah. It's basically like the N word for Romany.
See, I didn't realize that
Romany.
until I watched.
The Romany. Which are what people use the G word to describe. They're nomadic people in Europe.
I didn't learn that until I watched Snatch.
Yeah.
I thought they were people who
But I
hung
didn't think
out
it
with
was
the
that
hunchback of Notre Dame.
derogatory. Because
It's
wasn't
derogatory.
there the fucking thing on TLC that was like,
Yeah.
My Big Gypsy Wedding?
My
or
Big
some
Gypsy
shit?
Wedding.
Yeah, but it's like
But
people
that
from their own race can take back words and use them at their own will. But I think it's a little.
It's not friendly.
Yeah.
That's why we're taking back the word cunt.
See, I was gonna say is that like because here it's very offensive.
Yeah, it would be
but-
weird for me to say the C word a lot.
You better not say cunt.
I'm
you
not going to.
Cunty cunt.
But it's fine. It's fine if you guys.
I've rarely heard that in an aggressive context.
Really?
I have because I hang around because men hang around me when there aren't women around, and
Yeah.
guys say disgusting shit when girls are around.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, I'd be offended if a guy said it to me, but like if a chick is being a cunt, I'm gonna call her a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if someone angrily like said it to like hurt me, I'd be like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, that's not nice of you to.
Fuck
yell that
you,
like-
good sir. I don't mean to offend you, but
That bummed me out.
I'd like to call you the C word, but that's just not my forte.
we're trying to move past the C word usage. You fucking clown.
God, that makes me think of like the
That's a C
30
word.
Rock episode where they're trying to think of something terrible to like say to men.
Yeah.
To call men, and like
What
they
the
cannot think of it.
a fung dark or something.
Well, I think that what they got. We've got fuckboy. We've got.
Yeah, but that's like bullshit.
Nobody even knows
Nothing.
what that means.
I know.
I know what it
Get
means.
it.
No, you don't. Nobody
like a
does.
little,
I
like-
totally know.
No,
Well,
you totally
explain
don't.
it.
Nobody does.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'll text you in a few minutes. I'm getting in the shower. Oh, send pics. That's like a fuckboy move.
Really, that just sounds like a guy.
That's
It's
just
like
like
a
a
douche. It's like a
douchey
shitty,
loser.
super douchey loser. Yeah, that's
So it's
exactly what a
just a
fuckboy
douche
is.
then.
That's like not that. There really
Nobody-
is
no
no
guy-
word. Okay.
Well, I've seen
No,
fuck girl. I've seen people see it like,
Yeah.
oh, she's a fuck girl, and
I've
it's
never
like
heard
spelled
that.
GURL. Just so
And
you know.
boys, like fuckboys, usually B O I.
I did almost buy a necklace the other day that said "boy bye" because I thought it was funny.
Boy bye?
That's funny.
Because I was like, "Boy bye."
Oh.
But fuck boys, that's just like I don't know.
That's not offensive
You don't
at all.
feel like
think
it's.
Oh my
I
god!
don't think it's offensive.
And no, it's not offensive because guys post on their Instagram. They're like, like hottest fuck boy around, bitches.
And I feel like
Who
it's
does that?
kind
No
of
one
like
Is anyone self-proclaimed
self-proclaimed. Yeah.
as a fuckboy? I don't think so.
But it's
Maybe
it's
you
just
guys
kind of
just
like
aren't
a-
connected to youth culture like I am at my sprightly young age of 18 and
We're
little
we're
bit.
too
Whatever
busy
equals
watching
my age.
grown men turn into clowns after putting on strange suits that they found in boxes that were locked.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
So you guys watch
it's
Clown.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy puts on a suit, can't get out of it until he kills 5 kids. Eli Roth.
Until
Which I didn't realize for a while. He
Does he have to
just-
kill his own son? I see in here in the description he's a father.
He
a loving father.
the demon tries to kill the son,
Yeah.
and then the wife is like, "Oh no, you don't,"
And
and,
then,
she like straight up kills him.
Kills the clown or
what's
kills the guy?
Fun, the clown.
Well, she kills the clown, but he's beat the guy.
That's it. And then the face melt. It's like, but okay.
Oh yeah, no. When the clown people die, it's almost like funfetti ice cream. Like
It's
comes
like
out
foamy
of them. It's
rainbow.
like foamy
Yeah.
rainbow
And then
with
the dog
sparkles.
So like a
eats
car
the
wash.
nose. Their dog eats
Does
the
he
nose
become
that
a
she ripped
clown?
off, and he gets possessed, and then she kills him, and then he
Jesus.
leaks the rainbow foam.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. It was
Which is
fun.
like the
it
only
was fun
reason
and
that
cool
it's the
and
only time I've been okay
Clown
with them
dog?
killing a dog. Well, because when they killed a dog who's very angry.
Yeah.
And he
He's
was
a very
sweet
angry
dog.
little clown dog.
His name was
Angry
Shadow.
clown.
or
And
something.
when they cut his
Name
head
was
off,
Shiloh?
No, it was like Midnight or Shadow or something
okay.
cute, and he was so sweet.
midnight, shadow, sunset, something like
Something
that.
like that.
Something.
Something very
Some time of day.
romantic and kind of
Yeah.
witchy.
Kind of witchy.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's a witchy woman.
He was a witchy doggy.
Witchy doggy.
But yeah, he leaks the.
So I'm patiently waiting for our stupid panther to
Well,
end.
no, I was looking at the lights, and
Oh.
you know.
She getting lost in the lights here.
All
Yeah.
of the lights, all of the lights.
Good song.
It was ridiculous, and he never really looked quite clowny. We actually, when we saw it, the new one, I was like, it's not necessarily that he was freaky, and it was not necessarily that it was scary, because I'm like, hey, we're not gonna get killed by like a clown who wants to kill children, because we're not children.
Right.
So who gives a fuck? But it was pretty scary, because there were like a lot of times where you'd see somebody across the room and they just start coming at you, like very slowly coming right at you.
Like
and-
an It Follows coming at
Dude,
you?
that is
Yeah. I mean,
jam.
it was
That's
just
exactly
like,
what I thought.
but like
Follow?
in more of like
So
a
fucking good.
shakiness.
good.
So it was more intense than it was scary, but at the
Yeah.
same time, it was like, I don't know.
There were some really cool shots though, where it was like just what the kid was seeing, and the clown
Yeah.
was there, and it was like everything else was pretty still, and like really beautiful, like imagery of like, because he manifests as the kid's biggest fear,
Right.
and there were just some really
I
cool
don't even know what
like
my fear
one-on-one shots with the kid and what they feared the most, and then he was the clown, and like the balloons it was cool. To me, like, I walked out and I was like, this is like advanced dark Goonies, because it was like adventurous, and the kids were fucking funny and awesome and entertaining and talented, and like it was
So it was more like Strange Things plus Goonies. Like,
Yes.
you take out the bad parts of Goonies, put in Stranger Things.
Strange.
yeah.
Stranger Things, sorry.
And like, we had some jump scares, but it was more of like a
But it wasn't
Friend
really
power.
that many
Yeah.
jump scares, because you knew what was
did
happening.
it jump to their adult lives at all? It didn't.
No,
No.
there's
So they
supposed to be
cut
a
that whole
next
out.
one, yeah.
yeah, which I like better, because I think it's too much to
It's too
juggle
much bullshit.
two timelines.
Too
when you've
many
got
movies are
complete
trying to jam.
stories.
Yep. Too many movies.
It's- yeah.
That's why Gunslinger went to the fucking toilet.
Oh,
They tried to
right,
pack in
right.
a crazy huge mythos into 2 hours,
You
and
just
apparently it's
can't-
terrible.
It's like, why not dedicate, like, give it everything you've got. Don't try to like
Tell one
half-ass
story
all of
really
it,
well.
full ass one thing,
Yeah.
and then move to the next. It's fine. Everyone loves a fucking sequel anyways.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like watching it, this is supposed to be like 1989, 1990 or whatever. And,
The same year, lady
Yeah.
gets gun in face from clown.
yeah. But, they're like, one of them's like scared of clowns or whatever. And I'm like, so I'm like wondering, like, when did we as a culture like really become scared of clowns? Like,
That's what I was thinking too.
There-
like,
there was
I've
some-
never
was it, like,
been
John Wayne
scared
Gacy?
of clowns.
Me either.
I've been very uncomfortable by clowns. I don't know if clowns and I've been scared by like clowns at haunted houses and things like that.
Yeah, but they're
Well, that's 'cause they
portrayed
have
as, like,
chainsaws.
terrifying.
Yeah, but also clowns just give me the ooks, man.
But I think as you get into adulthood, they're more unsettling, because you're like, what's
I also
going on
saw
here?
it when I was a child. Like, I watched it while my sister was watching it.
So I think that has like, I don't have that nostalgic connection with that movie.
Yeah.
So I think it doesn't affect me in the same
well,
way.
but see,
I
like,
think
Killer
that's-
Clowns came out before that. And I remember
Before
being.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, it might have.
Yeah, it was totally 80s.
Yeah, let me look. That's the
It
one I
was
watched.
1990.
Killer Clowns. You can keep talking. I'm just doing the research.
Well, Killer Clowns like scared the piss out of me when I was a kid.
There's a sequel apparently.
Oh God, nobody wants to know that.
Nobody wants to know that.
Oh, I do.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what
Yeah.
it was for the longest time.
Like,
I was just when I was younger,
Troll
it
2.
would like show up on. Oh my God, I love Troll 2.
Mm-hmm.
But it would show up on TV, and I'd be like terrified, because I would always remember like the cop getting smashed with the pies, and I'd be like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? And then randomly, as years would go on, every couple years, I'd be like, it's that that clown thing. And then finally, like one year, I was like, what the fuck is that clown thing that I've always been scared of? And I finally went and watched it, and I was like, I am scared of a bunch of people whose faces look like ball sacks that have been distorted and then painted.
Yeah, but there's
it's
something really weird and fleshy about their costuming that's unsettling, I felt.
Yeah, it's just
real
very
fleshy.
strange.
It's like those pictures. You ever see the
No,
pictures of like, what
it's
if Mario
because-
was a real person and they make him real
Oh,
fleshy
yeah.
and weird?
Yeah.
And
It's
pores
always like ball sacks.
Yeah.
It's always nuts.
But I think maybe it also
Elbow
has to
skin.
do
I
with
think
like
elbow
that.
skin feels like ball sacks.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Someone said there was anyway.
Well, I think maybe too it
Killer
has to
Klowns
do with
was
like
86.
that complete like facade
88.
of like
88.
overly
Yep.
joyous.
That makes
and
sense. I knew it
happy.
was the 80s, and it was around when I was born. Because it was playing on TV. It's one of my first scary memories on TV before I saw Pet Sematary.
And this is one of the first Stephen King horror movies in a long time that's not been terrible. But it's been like Pet Sematary. Like Stephen King prison movies do great. Shawshank Redemption, Stephen King short
Yeah.
story. Green Mile, Stephen King serialized novel. Great movies, I thought.
Yeah. I feel like that's universally accepted. Those
But
are
Part of
great
me thinks
movies.
His
I've
horror
seen
movies
cat
are
people
terrible.
and stuff.
Maximum Overdrive?
I liked Pet Cemetery, I think.
No, I think
because it
everyone
scared
liked
me.
Pet
Yeah,
Sematary is
Pet
good.
Sematary is
I think
good.
that's a good one. Cujo might have been good, but I've never watched it.
I don't.
The premise of
I think it was
Christine
about on
makes
par
me...
with Pet Cemetery.
Christina...
Christine's the haunted car. One of
Yeah.
his 2 haunted car novels.
Yeah, that
has
just
200
that
car
is
novels.
just so stupid
Alright,
to me.
guy.
I used to be a huge Stephen King fan. I've read like 40
Did you not like
Stephen King books.
Salem's Lot? And,
I love Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
But the movie wasn't that great. Needful Things was good. I thought the movie was good too because it has one of my favorite actors in it, and that's Max von Sydow, with the long face, tall guy. And it might not even be Max von Sydow. I might be imagining that.
Someone's gonna die in a
I need
minute.
to fact check it. Do you have a charger cord? Is
I
there
mean,
one in
I
here?
do. In the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom. Gonna take a quick phone charger
Yeah,
break.
there's. Oh, wait.
Let's talk about Sam while she's gone.
She's
She's pretty great. I really think she adds to our group. What else can we say about Sam?
She smells like dead strawberries.
She smells like strawberries.
Dead strawberries.
Well, aren't most strawberries dead by the time you get them?
Aren't you dead?
Eventually,
Then we all.
inside. But I think Sam's great.
Wait, what am I allowed to unplug over here?
The black cord. You know, I think
It was
one of
a
my favorite
1986 horror novel.
one of my favorite clown videos. So did you ever see the
You're
prank?
right.
Did you ever see the pranks where like
The miniseries came out 2 years after Killer Klowns in Outer Space.
duh, I know what I'm talking about.
I didn't
So
think you didn't know. I just wanted to know.
so did you see like the weird prank videos like forever ago? I mean, not
Which
forever ago,
one?
a while ago, where the guy dressed up as like a crazy fucking clown,
Uh-huh.
and he would have a fake body in like a parking garage with like a watermelon as the head, and he would just take a giant sledgehammer and smash it as
That's
people
how
came
you
walking
get, like,
through.
shocked.
I have never seen that.
That's
I
kinda wanna
thought
see
they
that.
were hilarious.
But,
But
like,
we
people are
grew up in the era
reactive.
that like we loved Jackass. You love Jackass,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, no, I loved all that stuff.
It would not fly today because there'd be 800 other channels doing the exact same thing. It's so weird. Like skater video, Jackass stuff culture wouldn't work today. Anyway, that's not about clowns.
It can be.
It can
There are
be.
clowns.
I
in
guess
there
they
sometimes.
are. I guess they're acting like clowns. Bunch of clowns. Anyway, so we have covered Clown. You talked sort of briefly about 2017 It. Tell me more about 2017 It. Spoilers. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna watch it.
I mean, it's hard to say it's a spoiler.
Because I've seen it. It's a 20-year-old property.
Yeah. I mean,
30-year-old property. Next year.
In case you were wondering, they left the gangbang out. Sorry, guys.
was it a kid gangbang?
Yeah, in the book it is.
What?
In the book,
Apparently there's
in the
like
book,
a kid orgy.
And the book, after they defeat it or whatever, it's like a kid orgy in the sewers.
I don't remember that. I read that book.
Well, apparently
Is it like an interpretation that it's a kid orgy in the sewers, or
No,
like?
I don't
you're the
think
one with the
so.
computer. Google
I am the
I
one
read
with
some
the
quote that was like that Stephen King was like, everyone's asking me about this scene, but they're not worried about all the child murders. I'm like, because that is like a wildly out of place thing to put in your fucking book about, it's a horror book, whatever. Like, that's just weird. But the movie, I enjoyed it. I mean, it was definitely entertaining, not as scary as I had hoped. But I think given, like, what it's supposed to be, it's understandable that it's not that scary. Because it's like, it's preying upon childhood fears. And as an adult watching it, you can relate and see, like, maybe if I was a kid, man, that would have fucked me up or things like that.
Yeah.
So it was interesting because you could appreciate the scare factor, but it wasn't necessarily applicable or, like, I don't really know how to word that.
You got it because you were like, oh, at that age that would have fucked with me hard.
Yeah, because it's all about, like, each kid has their unique fear that they're dealing with. The girl's got her abusive father, and that's...
So they're like really... It's not like she's getting chased by like a man in a shark suit.
Yeah,
or something
it's
stupid.
like it's specific.
It's like
It's an
true,
isolating
deep,
fear that's specific to these kids, and like if it found your fear, it would find a way to isolate you and scare you.
Until Beverly has sex with all the boys to bring unity back to the group. Wow,
that's a weird way, Bev.
That is a strange. Well, that's a weird. Why did Stephen King do that?
See, that's bizarre, and they're kids, like kids. Also, did kids talk like that when we were that young?
I think kids talk more adult than we think they do. I think they talk like Stranger Things.
They were like what? Maybe
No, they're like 15.
Really?
Or no, they're
They're like 13
They're like
to 14.
13 or 14 because the kids who like attack them, they say like on that one kid's missing poster, it says that he's
like 6.
that he's like 15.
Okay.
So they've got to be like 13 or 14, and I will tell you, when sixth grade hit, everybody started dropping F-bombs. So
yeah,
man.
Well, I mean, it goes earlier nowadays because everyone has access to the internet.
Well,
they
no,
looked
but
really
I'm saying
young.
like I was...
Because 15 sounds
Because my
right.
6th grade year was like 99. And in the late 90s, we were dropping F-bombs and being like, yeah, fuck that girl right in her titties. All sorts of weird shit like that.
Also, what kind of deranged fucking kid is carving his name into, like, the little boy's belly? Like, that's... At that age, that you shouldn't be, like, scratching your knife into another human. Like, or is that
kids
just
can be kind of weird, terrible people.
He seemed like he didn't
bullies
have a
are
good
kind
life.
of like...
Bullies can be fucked up.
Yeah, but it seemed like he was
Yeah.
probably, like, abused by his father. He got terrified
they're,
when
like,
his
echoing
dad, like, shot
adult
the gun.
stuff, but-
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was
usually-
like, I don't even know, like, what, like, what's your greatest fear, Pony? Like, what, I mean, what, like...
What is my greatest
Sam,
fear?
like, what are, like, if
I'm kind of living it. Balding. I'm 37.
Well, no, like, if it were to appear and try to scare the piss out of you so he could eat you by, like, eating your fear.
Just me being alone in the future.
Just
I just have sad fears.
All of us alone.
I have sad
Yeah.
fears. I don't have, like... What scares the shit out of me? Cockroaches are fucking gross.
Yeah.
Spiders. I don't like.
I'm
I don't.
okay-ish with spiders.
See, no, I'm
but
okay-ish with
cockroaches
spiders.
fucking
I
gross
don't.
me.
Yeah.
I don't like the spiders that have like
hairy spiders?
Like no, I'm fine with hairy spiders. I don't like the ones with like the long legs.
The
Like I don't.
Daddy long legs?
No,
Those are
I
chill,
love
dude.
daddy long legs. I'm talking about the ones like with the big bodies and the small legs, like black widows
Okay.
and
Okay. Interesting.
And other
oh,
widows.
and golden orb spiders. Those ones
Yeah.
freak me
the
the
yellow
fuck
ones with all
out.
the black
yeah.
shit on- those are cool.
They make
dude.
pretty,
They eat fucking
webs.
birds.
What?
Oh, okay. I'm
Oh,
thinking of a
yeah, they
different
jump
thing.
out. Yeah, I've seen... I kind of remember that.
Yeah, I
gang
think
just
Well,
brought around...
I did have a nightmare the other day that there was a giant spider in my bathroom, and I was trying to get rid of it, and it attached itself to my hand, and it wouldn't get off, and I couldn't get it off, and I was like, ah! Like, how do I survive this? And I was freaking the fuck out, and I woke up, and I
I
was
hope
just
to
like,
God, if
thank
anything
fucking God.
terrifying happens to you, that's the scream you
Yeah.
use. And Brooke died the way she lived. Goofy.
I love that.
I do too.
I feel like I have some irrational
have-
fears, but my most rational it's just like deranged people. I think people like
Yeah.
like
Home invasion stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Home invasion stuff. I think fucks with me. Like, Yeah, like home invasion stuff fucks me up.
Yeah.
I also am scared of killer whales, but that's easily avoidable. So
Like Moby Dick?
no, that's like a sperm
Moby Dick is a
whale.
whale.
Oh,
A whale that is a killer.
You mean
She
like
means like an
killer
orca.
whales, like the ones
Yeah.
who
Oh,
we've
yeah.
recently started saving from
Orca.
SeaWorld.
Yeah, orcas.
They are
Orcas,
fucking.
yes.
I like have multiple bad dreams about them. It's like
About
a legit-
orcas?
Yeah, it's fucking weird, man.
Isn't there a scary movie where orcas attack? I swear there
Probably.
is.
It's called Orca.
It's called Orca, apparently.
They kill.
know.
They kill the whale, and then its dead baby falls out on the dock. It's fucked up. Also, Jaws.
Wait,
all
so
the
then
Jaws
does the
sequels
dead
are on
baby
Netflix now.
attack? Wait, I'm
How
confused
does it?
as to how
Where
this
is the
scary.
whale and how does the
So they
baby
get
get
the
onto a
whale.
duck from the whale?
They,
Then
I
does
think they
it-
kill
the
the whale
ghost
out
of
in the
it
ocean.
kill
They
them?
drag it in. Look at this fucking whale we killed. It's so exciting. And then
Wait,
they-
who's saying that? The orcas?
the people who killed the orca because it was eating other
Sorry.
people. And then
Oh, so the orca was pregnant.
sorry, yeah, I got ahead of myself.
Let's
In
call
my
the
head, I'm
whales
watching it
whales and
happen.
call the orcas orcas. Let's keep our
Wait,
let's keep our
the
taxonomy
humans
straight.
go out and they're hunting the orca
killer-
because it's eating people.
Okay.
wait,
And
so
then
wait,
Got
so
the
catch
taste
it,
of man flesh.
and they bring it on the
likes
dock
it.
and they're like,
Is
"Look
that
how
the
we
end of the
got
movie?
it."
And then
Well,
it just
I
goes
think-
schlup.
Here's the deal. Could be making this whole thing up.
Yeah.
But they have it on the dock and then they cut it open
Mm-hmm.
and the baby falls out and fucking dies. And then I want to say that maybe the dad whale's watching. And it's a revenge. It's a revenge tale.
Oh my god.
I know I've watched it.
and
but
I want to say that this is the worst movie that has ever been made.
I just love the idea of a dad animal watching. I like in I think it
no,
was
it's
Jaws 3
they're
where
all
it's
on
Jaws the mom.
Netflix. All the sequels.
All the Jawses?
Yes.
All
Jaws is one of my favorite movies, like, of time.
What is the plural of Jaws?
Jaws.
Jaws is plural already?
Yeah.
Well,
Because
it's
there's
Jaws
Jaw.
too.
What do you call it?
Jaws, the
We're getting
revenge. That's
we're
a-
getting attacked
that's
by
the plural.
a jaw. A single jaw.
Jaws.
We're getting attacked by a jaw.
Jaws.
Jaw.
Oh, it's like
Jaws.
deer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, one jaw, many
You
jaws.
wouldn't be like Deers' movies.
Jaws.
Deers are true, but we don't call them deers. Deers don't have an S at the end. That's the difference. Jaws already has an S, but it's a singular,
Paw, like paws.
It's like Jesus.
like paws.
Oh shit! No, you got one paw. Well,
Yeah, you got one
but-
paw or one jaw.
yeah, but like Jaws, that's like
Well, but it's
It's
you
a
have,
set, right?
there can
Jaws.
only
You have
really
a set
be
of
one Jaws.
Yeah, you can't have.
It's
you-
weird.
like
It's a weird
Jaws-
word.
Okay, that's
And I don't
fucking
think
weird,
yeah,
man.
I don't think we'd ever. There's not many times
Anyways.
when somebody has to talk about a pluralization of Jaws, unless you're talking about the movies.
And unless you've got your
I
whole
got it.
DVD
I got it.
collection,
Yeah.
you've got look at all these Jaws I have.
This is really close to Clowns. Are you bring us back to the Clowns?
When you have a jaw, that's one. When you add a s, that's two.
Or one if it's a shark. If you add
Well,
an S,
well,
that's
you
one.
have like Jaws. Like I feel like is a set.
Yeah.
Well,
got a
no,
top, you've got
but
a
Jaws,
bottom, that
Jaws
makes
is
one
Jaws is the
set
name of the
of
shark,
Jaws.
right?
yeah.
Well-
So I mean, are we gonna call
Is it?
every shark Jaws?
No.
Okay, well then there's not Jaws is.
Because there's sequels with different sharks.
I feel
And Jaws
like you,
3
I
is
feel
about
like you
Jaws'
should, I feel
mother.
like you should. Oh my god.
Or something. Yeah, Jaws 3 is
You know
real
what's
bad.
so
You're
weird
you're
is,
reminding me of how terrible these sequels are.
Jaws, sequel-
But
Jaws
the
2 is
original
okay.
Is so it's like
No.
So
probably
good.
my favorite movie.
Yeah,
I think
it's a great movie
I
in
think you
general.
have to just say Jaws movies.
And then
Jaws
I-
movies.
Yeah,
All
Jaws
of the Jaws movies.
And the
Yeah.
Jaws sharks. You
Yeah.
pluralize. Yeah, you gotta say Jaws
But I
sharks.
think Jaws is like I don't think they ever assign the name to the
It
shark.
might be the most boring conversation we've
know.
ever had in our life.
So teeth, dentistry.
Dentistry, teeth, Jaws,
And-
Killer Clowns. So good movie all the way through. Solid
Yeah.
ending.
I
No
liked
child
it. I
orgy.
liked it.
Yeah, no kid orgy, which is like
Super
Thank
clutch.
fucking
It's
God.
my
I
favorite
would've
part
felt-
of movies
I
when they
would've
don't
felt
have children
so
orgies.
uncomfortable.
I know it's just like some of the things that were like it's fine
Yeah.
back 20 years ago, and now it's
Yeah, there's. Speaking of a lot of that,
Shit.
I'm going to use that as a lovely segue into Killer Clowns.
Good.
There's a lot of weird, like when we made our failed first recording with this group, with Trial every 30 seconds,
That was fun.
because of a program I tried to use. We were talking about, and we're going to talk about this again next episode, gore movies. There's a lot of weird racism
A lot
That's
of racism
just really
in old
acceptable
stuff.
in old, and not that old stuff, like
Yeah.
80s stuff.
Yeah.
It's still like, oh, me, Injun Joe, and like all this weird, and you're just like, I'm like real uncomfortable with what you're doing.
And a lot of like woman bashing.
A lot of women bashing.
Women who don't speak,
Yeah.
or who are just there to look pretty, and it's
Well, you know,
obvious.
Yeah.
Like weird.
Yeah.
How like in such short a time that has evolved.
Yeah.
Which is badass. But
I
it's
agree.
weird to watch things where you're like,
mean-
I didn't realize how.
how old
like,
how
offensive this
old of
was.
movies are you watching? Because I mean, like we're talking.
I'm talking
like,
about Dead Alive. Had weird
well,
racist
like
shit in the
even
beginning.
like I mean, you still had your like lady heroines in like horror movies in like the 80s and the 70s.
Sure, you had strong
they
female
were-
roles, but we're talking about like mass-produced stuff, like stuff that's not highbrow, that's not like art.
Oh, well, killer clowns. Let's be.
Well, they're just like those strong
Yeah, I
female
agree.
characters are fewer and further between. Like, and usually like it's the point of the movie. It's like, oh, you've got a badass girl. Like we've got this cool girl who's the hero.
Yeah, the girl in
And,
the
like,
Killer Clowns movie, initially they see the comet, which is the UFO, clown UFO. It's so fucking weird to say these words. They see the clown UFO land, and they think it's a comet, and the girl's like, ooh, I want to see it, and the guy's like, oh, I don't think we should. So they make her like the annoying, like, let's go do this. And then the second they get out there, they flip roles, and he's like, ooh, let's go in this weird tent that's in the forest. And she's like, nah, I don't think this is a sharp idea. Like, we should probably get away from a tent that's in the forest. And they just make her the terrible person in
it's
every situation.
always- yeah, like the women are just there to just
Be
fill
terrible.
space.
Yeah.
And it's like weird. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's a whole other rant. But
But then there's stuff like,
I mean,
like Ripley.
I don't want
Ripley's
to.
a
I don't want to
badass
defend.
woman.
I don't want to defend them
Yes.
by any means, but
Yeah.
I can't guarantee that in situations like that, I won't be terrible.
Yeah, but I don't think you'd be.
It's not
I don't know.
gender based.
But yeah, you're not
It's
being
like,
terrible
what do you
because you're a woman. You're being terrible because you're a terrible
Well,
person.
Yes.
but do you think she's being terrible because she's a woman?
No.
Or
I feel like there's a lot of like.
But I think the
she's
the
just a
choice.
frail, stupid
it's
woman.
fiction, so they chose to make her a woman, and so that's
but that
where the
movie's
choice comes
also
in.
like more of a satire. Like it's parody, clearly.
Yeah, but I mean, but it's in other things.
There's no way that
Sure.
movie takes itself
that
seriously.
is.
No, the movie doesn't take itself seriously, but I think the blasé way they handle female roles in it is not. It's just because of the times.
But it's changing, which
It's
is great.
changing,
It's
which
good
is
to
great.
watch that stuff because you're like, oh fuck, like not that long ago it was pretty bad.
Yeah, there's a lot more representation. There's a lot
Yeah.
more
Oh, it's great.
inclusive
love it.
stuff. It's good.
Good. Anyways, sorry,
Yeah.
that was a.
Weird racist stuff in Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and then it gets really
Casual
funny. There's
racism is
a
weird.
terrible sheriff named Mooney, I believe, and
Oh yeah, he was always getting mad at the poor little blonde guy.
yep, and he arrested. It's a weird. They're like
He gets killed by the pies.
yeah, he gets killed by the pies, but he gets turned into a hand puppet.
Oh, a hand puppet.
Yep. Remember, the clown actually has his hand in his
bathing suit parts.
Bathing suit parts. Thank you. Yeah. And is controlling him with that, and has drawn little
That's
Mama
funny, though.
stuff. It is funny. It was funny. And yeah, but it's I don't know what was I saying about Killer Clowns. It's just a weird long movie, and it's funny. I was talking about the sheriff Mooney.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's arresting two like kind of effete punks who are like, we're going to the park and we've got some wine, and they're getting arrested, but they're punks. It's really weird. I don't know. It's more. It feel like it's
Is
a
it
weird
like comedy?
It's comedy.
yeah.
It's a total comedy, but it's also like the way they treat certain groups of people is fucking
But
bizarre.
no, it's totally meant to be a comedy. The whole
Yeah.
beginning where the man is trying to find his dog and looking at the.
It almost reminds me of the feel of Repo Man. I know that's a weird connection
I
to
love
make.
that movie. You know, they're
Love it.
actually playing it
At the Alamo.
At the Alamo.
Love you, Alamo.
I was saying that to you. I was like, "Oh, have you seen Repo Man? We should go see
Repo
Repo
Man's
Man."
amazing. We could do a shark movie. Shark horror movies count as horror movies?
Yeah. See, that's what I was wondering.
If
Are
it
like creature
scares you-
movies?
Oh,
Horror?
yeah. Creature
Like
movies are horror.
Deep Blue Sea. Fucking great.
Yeah, I hope, and
Yeah.
unintentionally, but yeah.
That's so good.
If it incites
And, like,
horror,
Placid.
yeah, I suppose.
Like Placid is great.
Like
if you are
Placid's horror.
horrified, then yes.
I love.
But there's creature horror.
Yeah, creature feature.
Yeah, but it could be animals. It could be monsters or
Yeah.
animals.
Or animals.
No, it could be anything. Like we're not associating horror with only like, oh my god.
like spooky, scary.
yeah.
Basic
Yeah.
plot of Killer Clowns from Outer Space, by the way.
Yeah,
Killer Clowns, literally from outer space, come down. They're apparently like wizards because they float without they ride invisible motorcycles,
What?
And
But
drive
Pony,
people off
we
the
all
road.
float down here.
It all floats down. Thanks, Pennywise.
Wait, hold on. I have a
don't know.
question. I have a question real quick.
Yeah, shoot.
Wait, Scam, you like true crime, right?
Yes.
Is this...
Do you know anything about John Wayne Gacy? Wasn't he a clown killer?
Okay, well, here's the question.
Yeah.
Is he part of the reason that clowns are scared? Like, did
Definitely.
he start that thing?
There was some video that popped up on my Facebook feed the other day. It was like, where did scary clowns start? And for some reason, I was like, oh, watch that later. I don't know why I didn't just watch it. Because, gee, what is topical? What's happening? What's happening right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I watched it.
Well,
but-
and it's interesting, too, because it almost seems like just grasping for straws in some way to add to his thing. Because, like, at the end of the day, he's just a fucking deranged serial killer.
But I do love that he got to go on so many, like ride-alongs where he was just like,
Oh yeah.
I'll show you. I'll show you things.
Yeah.
You just got to take me out for a
I just
ride.
wanted to go.
Yeah, he just wanted to
Right
go
away.
out. I'm like, I mean, how can you tell the man no?
Yeah.
Like, if he's going to show you something related to, like, these cases, then by golly, you're going to take him somewhere.
Most of the kids, though, were under his fucking house.
Like, how his
Yeah, buried in
wife
the
did
crawl space.
not
How did she not
figure that out is
Didn't he just
mind-blowing
keep
to
the
me.
basement locked? Probably. Look at
But
Yeah,
padlock.
but it
If you have a
smells.
dead anything,
I noticed
Yeah.
when
know
they're...
the smell of a rotting,
Oh, my God.
like, thing.
A rat died outside of my house, and I was like, something's dead, something's dead, something's
yes,
dead.
you know
According
it
to
immediately.
Rami Nader, PhD, a psychologist and director of North Shore Stress and Anxiety Clinic in North Vancouver, British Columbia, says the main reason we are creeped out by clowns, we feel we can't trust them.
It's
That
true,
goes
because
back
it's
to my
like,
whole, like, why is this old
Because
man
they're
playing?
wearing a mask.
What?
What if you're not happy? You're still
Yeah.
gonna have a smile on,
It's
which is
fucking
deceptive
creepy.
inherently, right?
It's so, yes, it's totally
Ooh.
deceptive. And, like, that's, I don't know.
Which is funny because I used to tell people
do you
that,
feel
like,
about-
sometimes I would paint my lipstick up a little bit higher so it looked like I was always smiling.
That's kind of creepy, bro.
Man,
I
you
know.
do that effectively, and I always look, like, terrible when I overdraw.
Well, because I have a natural depressed kill me face, so I have to make it
You
look
really?
a little bit. Yeah, no, I tend to look like this.
I guess you can.
So
I guess when you
so,
make a
you've got
sad
a
face,
very-
you have a sad face.
so I have to fix it to where like I look like I you know flip my eyeliner up, flip my lips up, so
Yeah.
I'm like so people are like they see me
yourself
and
wings.
they're like she's happy.
She's a clown. She's a clown. She makes me happy. No, I don't think people think you're a clown.
But I think, too, like, the John Wayne Gacy thing, I guess that just, like, adds to how terrifying he was because he was so well-liked by
Yeah.
everyone.
yeah, he was a community
you know,
leader.
he had kids. He was
There's a
married.
picture of him with
he was, like,
with the president's
homies,
wife,
yeah.
the FLOTUS.
Like, everyone thought he was a great, upstanding dude. And,
Just
like,
'cause he
to
was
see
like
that he
Humpty
was the
Dumpty, he was just
complete...
a round little
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Round little
But
dude.
and, like, he's so unassuming, which is like that's fucking terrifying. You're just like my fucking neighbor, like the
Yeah.
you know the dude I say hi to when I'm walking on the street or whatever. Like that's what's terrifying. And I think the time with the clown thing is like just adds fuel to that fire
Well,
of
and
like
clowns are
who the
real.
fuck do you trust?
Clowns are
Yeah.
real. Clowns aren't
Are
like
they, though?
vampires or yeah, you could go to a circus and see a clown.
Vampires are real.
Vampires could be real, Brooke, but we don't have them hosting children's shows for 10 years in Chicago. We don't have like
I loved that show though.
we
man.
don't have Nosferatu the vampire, which would be neat.
Yeah, that would be
That would
really
be
neat.
fucking cool. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no what?
Like you could hire like a vampire for your kid's birthday to just kind of lurk around and be like a vampire.
Blah, the cat, blah.
That'd be fun.
Blah, I'm going to suck your blood.
Who would like
you got a
some
weird kid?
party treats?
1 coin behind your ear.
Yeah.
2 coins behind your ear.
And now I make a party
Someone should start
balloon.
that since the Clown Association is taking a hit right now.
Yeah.
Let's get vampires. For
Let's get clowns
Vampire-
to convert to vampires. Yeah.
Vampire
Fun,
parties.
like
Vampire
werewolves
parties.
at
Vampire parties.
You get a
Is that-
werewolf.
isn't that
I
basically
don't know if I wanna-
Halloween, then?
I don't know if I want a werewolf at a party. That
that'd be
sounds
fun.
Then we'd end up with like a
Sniffing
lot of
stuff and, like-
werewolves.
It depends on the type of werewolf. If we're going like Lon Chaney classic Hollywood werewolf, or are we going like American Werewolf in London, where you're like a kill crazy.
That's the best one.
werewolf
You know, I was
monster.
actually thinking
Nazi
that maybe
zombies.
I was actually thinking for Halloween this year I might be what's her face from Modern Family's character in American Werewolf in Paris because that's like my
so many
guilty pleasure
degrees
movie.
of something that I can't.
She's basically like she looks sexy, but he ate her
Oh,
so
yeah.
she's like a ghost and she's just like falling apart.
Yeah.
I kind of thought about doing that, but I was like, nobody's gonna know who I am.
Well, that's a good costume, though, when people are like, who are you? I once just put on a bunch of thrift store clothes and was like, what, you don't know who I am? The whole night. And people were like, oh, yeah.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Well, that's what Haley and I thought about next year for Dragon Con, just like showing up with just like a bunch
Just
of random
vaguely
shit on. Like looking
comic
like a
booky.
superhero.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, like, no way. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
That's me.
Uh-huh.
I'm.
You know it.
That's me this year for Halloween.
Last
great.
thoughts on Clowns,
Last
guys.
thoughts on Clowns. Don't like them. Kind of creeped out by them. Not immediately terrified.
Yeah.
Fun genre of movies to watch. Some
it's
good
fun
good
because,
selections.
because it does play on
I
a
found
fear
myself-
of like just like you can't trust him. Like
Yeah.
that's the feeling. It's like everything about it is fake and put on and like a show. So it's like what the fuck's going on under there?
Yep.
Which is like that's like totally potential to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What are your final
like
thoughts
that.
on Clowns, Brooke? Clown movie genres.
Nah. I mean, they is what they is.
That's what they are.
They are what they are.
They are what they are.
Anything for you, man? You got any thoughts?
What do I think about? I think it can be. It's usually funnier than they attempt for. They
Yeah.
usually always have to incorporate some sort of slapstick stuff. I think it's a fun genre to explore. Not my
fun.
favorite, but
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know why I did that.
because of it and the movie It, you just wanted to see what would happen. I get that. It's appropriate for the times. It's topical. And
Yeah.
thank you for listening. I'm Joshua /Pony.
I'm Sam.
I'm Brooke, and in the words of Freddy Krueger, stay woke, you guys.
Did Freddy Krueger really say that?
He doesn't now.
Oh.